All right, so I just weighed myself. Now this is the way we test how much luggage weighs. So 127. So
227.
227. So 180
227 minus 182.4.
is how much?
I don't know.
Okay, well we need to know that. We need a calculator. Weighed in at 187. The luggage, me and the luggage weighed in.
You weighed in at 182.
Oh, I weighed in at 182. And the luggage weighed in at 227. So let's see.
227 minus 182.
45 pounds. So she weighed in at 45 pounds. So we still got 5 pounds to go. So that's pretty good. So we're within our limit of weight.
I'm not really a huge fan of flying at all. I always take a couple things to fly. I don't know if you can see right there. I always take gravel and Ativan when I fly because I don't know. I get really nervous when I fly. I hate flying. I get motion sickness sometimes. So if I start the day with half a gravel, Ativan, it helps bring me down, relaxes me a little bit, and makes my trip a lot more comfortable. It doesn't make me all loopy or anything like that. It just mellows me out a little bit, makes it easier for me. I don't know if anybody else has any like tips, whatever they use to like relax or when they fly, or if you're like a nervous type of flyer. Comment below. Let me know. Maybe I'll try them. I don't fly a ton, but I'm always looking for any tips when I fly to make it a better trip.
Alright, so we just arrived at the airport. It's definitely not a balmy West Coast day, I'll tell you that. It's definitely a bit frosty. So we're just heading to the airport to catch our flight. We had to park out in the middle of nowhere though today because I didn't have a ride, so I had to put it in parking for the time I'm gone. I think the girlfriend's gonna come pick it up later in the day, but yeah, it is definitely freezing out today. So hopefully maybe Ontario might be even a little warmer. The West Coast and Island here, this is like more snow than we're definitely used to. Definitely see, like, look at all the snow. Everything's covered in white out here today, so we're gonna head to the airport. We're gonna get in, check in, get all our stuff, and then we're gonna be ready to go. From Nanaimo. The flight was pretty good. As simple as like 10-minute flight from the island to Vancouver. So we're just hanging out here in the Vancouver airport. Definitely one of the nicest airports in the country. The view, as you can see outside, is super nice. I don't know if you can see that. So the view, like I say, is super nice out there. We're just waiting for our Toronto flight, and then we're going to board. But one thing I noticed is the airport. I didn't realize this, maybe because I don't travel a lot, but the food smells so good, or I'm just starving, one of the two, in the airport. But whatever they're pumping through the vents or whatever, the food's like intoxicating. So yeah, actually I think I might even go grab a bite. But yeah, I'm gonna hang out here for the next, I think maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, and then we're gonna head to Toronto, which is like a 5-hour flight, and then wait for a little bit, and then we're gonna head to the Soo. So stay tuned, and we'll see what happens on the rest of our trip. So I just finished up our second plane trip. We just landed here in Toronto. Just finished up the second leg, or second plane of the trip. This is a long day already. I still got to kill about 2.5–3 hours here in the Toronto International Airport to get to the Soo. So overall, yeah, it was a super good flight. Everything. One thing, a lot of people say, like, I don't know what, like a lot of people like WestJet. I fly Air Canada. They have the best movies. Like, they have movies that are still in theaters that aren't even released, like on DVD or on show on demand or anything like that yet. So I don't know why a lot of people have issues with Air Canada, but service was good, flight was good. I always like the movies. Other airlines, you have to pay for their movies. So, I don't know, to me, it seems like a good deal. So, we're gonna wait, check out the airport a little bit, and then we're going to hopefully get on our next flight. Head to the Soo. It's gonna be late. We'll probably roll in there about supposed to be in there at like 1:40 or 2:40 or not 2:40. Sorry, 12:40. We're supposed to get in there. Parents are gonna pick me up, and then we're gonna head home. It's an exhausting day today. So, yeah, like I said, there's not much to this vlog today. We're just sort of traveling around. I'm probably gonna put some of the vlog stuff in the next video I do. So stay tuned. Or I don't know, maybe we'll just make a separate video. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we're just gonna go hang out, wait for our next flight. Okay, so you're probably wondering why this video really doesn't make much sense, because the last clip you seen was probably in, I guess, I was getting ready to leave. That was the last clip. But now we're actually, we're down on my buddy's property, so we're gonna do a little deer hunting. Today's been the first time I've been deer hunting ages, so, but it's definitely a little snowier here than the west coast, so being back in Ontario is pretty good. But yeah, we're gonna get stuff ready. We baited a few stands, and we're gonna head out and see if we can find some archery bucks. Super. All right, so we're just finishing up practicing with the crossbow there. We're actually not bad. We're getting her sighted in pretty good. So we're gonna get ready to go probably in the next hour. Head out to the stand. We're gonna put like a pop-up shack in and see how it goes. All right, so we're just out here. We're set up for the night hunt here. We got a bait pile about maybe 15-20 yards out in front of us out in Ontario. You can hunt over bait, but a lot of people might say, you know what? That wasn't good. That wasn't good. That wasn't good. Alright. A lot of people might say that like it's unethical to hunt over bait, but it doesn't really make too much difference here. Like, I mean, you will get deer, but the deer population in the area we're hunting is sort of pretty low, so it definitely gives you a bit of an advantage. But we're only looking for bucks today, so we'll see what happens. We'll sit here for a few hours and see if we can see anything. We're just sitting here in a pop-up line, and then we're going to use we're hunting with a crossbow, so we'll see what happens. We had a few deer on the trail cam coming into this area, so hopefully it's a nice clear night. Hopefully they will move, so stay tuned. Maybe we'll get a few on camera. You're probably wondering like why we have clips all over the place. I was back in Ontario. I went to visit my family for family reasons, but I was able to get a little deer hunting in. So you've seen those clips where I was able to get a little deer hunting in. But basically the real part of the story is trying to get home. I should have filmed more when I was trying to get back. I didn't film anything because I was so frustrated. It took me 4 days to get home. I was supposed to leave on Thursday, and I never got home to Sunday afternoon. I understand the weather was a problem, which I understand. So the airlines
you gotta take that into consideration. But I had terrible service with Air Canada. Like earlier in the video, I mentioned I'm a big Air Canada guy. But man, when it came to when I had problems or couldn't get something resolved, they were just terrible to deal with. I've never really had to deal with Air Canada before, like calling them or whatever, because everything always usually worked out. But man, when I needed to either get my ticket canceled, which I don't know how it can possibly take 4 weeks to get a ticket canceled. They rebooked my flight numerous times, and when I was actually trying to get home from I finally made it to Vancouver. When I was trying to get home from Vancouver, they didn't have me on another flight. I got in Saturday night. They had me scheduled on a Sunday flight. They canceled my flight, but they didn't rebook me. So how was I supposed to get home? So I had to go under my own expense. I had to get a cab. I had to go to the ferry, and I eventually made it home. But I was very disappointed, and I had an issue where because I arrived super late into Vancouver, that I was trying to get like a hotel, and I probably should have went to Air Canada, but I have a really good TD Infinity Visa card, or like at the time I thought it was really good, but they were no help. Like I leave a certain amount of money in my account, and it's definitely not a cheap amount to have that card. It used to be the best card TD had. Now they're with Aeroplan, and that card, the Infinity card I have, sucks. Because it was weather related with my TD Infinity card, they wouldn't give me like an insurance credit for a hotel or anything like that. But if I had the Aeroplan card, I could have got it. Well, the thing is, like, you could have helped me out a little bit, TD, on that one. Like, I mean, I spend a ton of money with you every single month. I do all my banking with you. You could have helped me out a little bit instead of just saying, you know what? Best of luck, hope it works out. At 12 o'clock at night, I don't really want to hear that. So I want to know what people use for their travel cards, because I definitely am very confident that I'm probably going to cancel that TD card, because I just wasn't impressed. When I actually need them, like I say, I pay my bills on time all the time. I've been with TD since I've been like 14 years old, since I first started working. And one time I needed you guys to actually come through, you didn't do it. So I want people to comment below. Let me know what they think the best travel card is in Canada, because if I can find a new Visa card, I'll switch all my banking. So whatever I have in TSFAs and RSPs and checking and investments will all go out of TD, because, like I say, you let me down. I needed you once, TD, and you burned me, and I wasn't impressed. So basically my advice in this video is, when you guys are traveling, just make sure, if you have a good travel card, make sure what it covers, because you don't want to be like I was. I was freaking stuck, frustrated. I mean, I've been up for almost 20 hours. I was not impressed. My luggage was missing. Like, it was just a nightmare trip, and it took 4 days to get home. And Air Canada wasn't helpful. TD wasn't helpful. I mean, the only thing I had to rely on to get home was some girl I met. We got a taxi together, headed to the ferries to get home. So actually BC Ferries came through, which is amazing. But yeah, it was just an all-around terrible travel time home. And I understand weather, but I mean, a lot of people, we spend a lot of money with these companies, cards, and booking these trips and stuff. And I mean, we don't really ask for much, but one time we actually need you guys, you should come through, or at least provide a solution where I don't have to talk to 64 people. So best advice I have, if you guys are going to travel, try to make sure you have the best card possible. If they don't offer what you have, maybe look somewhere else. Like I say, let me know if you have any suggestions for credit cards I could get. Also, if you haven't entered the Cabela's giveaways, make sure that I'll put the link down below. Just follow the link and you'll be entered. But once again, thanks for watching Brackenwater Outdoors. Hopefully here the weather will get better. Christmas season's almost over, and we'll get out and do some fishing. I think we got a couple ice fishing trips planned. Probably do some winter Chinook fishing. Probably got some new tackle coming in from companies. So we should have hopefully some more videos starting in the new year, where we'll do some more consistent stuff and get some more fishing action in. So once again, thanks a lot. Like, subscribe, and we'll talk to you later.